Hey Narwhals, my name is Luke Narwhal, and today we're going to be reading a weight loss story from Reddit. Leave a like and subscribe for more weight loss stories. The diet of a naturally skinny person. Hey everyone, I don't really know if I have a place here, and I hope my post doesn't come across poorly in any way, but here it goes. Yes, I am a naturally skinny person, i.e. I've always been this way. I don't count calories and I eat what I like. Out of sheer curiosity, I decided to count my calories for a few days and ate what I usually do to see if I could find any useful information about my diet. These were the results, and I'd like to share them with you. First of all, my stats. I'm a 25-year-old female, 5'7" and 123 pounds. I have a BMI of about 19. I eat pretty much the same thing every day except for dinner, which I switch up every day. Here's what that looks like. C representing calories. Breakfast, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon coconut oil, salad, 2 cups of arugula, 1 tablespoon olive oil, half a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, 6 red grapes, 1 slice of toast, and half a tablespoon of butter. Calories, 473 total calories. Lunch, salad, 1 avocado, 123 grams of mini tomatoes, 1 tablespoon olive oil, half a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and a dash of salt. Calories, 494 total calories. Snack, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, half a cup of blackberries, 1 tablespoon of honey. Calories, 487 total calories. Total calories before dinner, 1454. This is important as it never changes day by day. Dinners, always changing. Night 1, marinara pasta, 1 serving of pasta, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 garlic clove, 3 San Marzano tomatoes, and 1/4 red onion, and a glass of red wine. Calories, 535. Day end, 1989 calories. Night 2, 100 grams Arctic char, salad, 1 cup of arugula, 1 tablespoon olive oil, half a tablespoon balsamic vinegar, mashed potatoes, 1 white potato, 2 tablespoon 1% milk, and half a tablespoon of butter. Calories, 558. Day end, 2012 calories. Night 3, pasta aioli, 1 serving of pasta, 2 tablespoon olive oil, 1 garlic clove. Calories, 444. Day end, 1898 calories. Note, I have not included spices in this count as I use so little for 1 serving size, it's likely insignificant. Also note, I drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. This is so important. I have a refillable glass bottle that I wrap 8 plastic bands around, which I move either up or down the bottle after I finish 1 refill to let me know throughout the day how much I've had to drink. In the last 3 days, I've averaged about 1966 calories. Using a calorie counter, it appears that to maintain my weight, my estimated caloric intake should be about 1847 calories a day with light physical activity 1 to 3 times a week. I would consider myself at least moderately active, some weeks more than others, and so in that case, to maintain my weight, I should be consuming about 2,082 calories a day. Since some weeks I'm lightly active and some weeks I'm moderately active, I decided to average the 2 numbers out, and that gives me 1964 calories a day to maintain my weight, which as it appears lines up quite perfectly with my actual caloric intake. I know the math here is a little flimsy, but it's just to give you a brief idea. So that's it. I suppose the title of this post is to give some insight on what us fellow naturally skinny people are eating. But more so, I'm really proud of finally creating a diet that is low maintenance, super healthy, and hits all the right spots. Basically, I hope that someone can use my meal plan as a means to better themselves because it's worked fabulously for myself. And as you can see, there is no need to deprive yourself of joy in the things you love to eat, in my case, pasta. Thanks for reading. Wish you all the best in your journey. What kind of monster eats salad for breakfast? JK. Arugula is the best thing ever. I don't even consider it salad unlike romaine lettuce or spinach. Yuck. For being a person who is naturally skinny and doesn't count calories, your meals are oddly specific, in language not indicative of someone who just eats. If you didn't have that as a clause, I would have picked you as a dieter and food prepper. I just eat the same thing every day because I work a very busy schedule and don't have time to think about food after the fact. It's easier and also better for my bank account to build a productive routine like this instead of just eating out every day for lunch and grabbing something on the way out. I thoroughly enjoy this routine. My grocery list is simple, prep time is basically 0, and it helps keep my life in order while maintaining a healthy balance of nutrients. But I also just eat whatever I want for dinner, which is always something different. This just reflects the last 3 days. The meal plan isn't really what matters. It's that you are naturally able to eat portions of your chosen foods in amounts that work for your body, without having to do much work to make sure it's the right amount. I'm not naturally inclined to be able to eat anything I want within my caloric needs, and need to keep track somehow, even if it's not fully accurate. Example, estimating when I can't weigh food, keeping tabs of how many calories I eat in a meal. Some people just eat in a way that doesn't lead to weight gain or loss more easily than others without putting thought into it. You're right, proper portion sizing is what is most important about successful dieting. The great thing about a diet like this is since it's so high in fats, I actually feel full after eating each meal, and that's why I believe the meal plan does matter, because the nutritional quality of the meal is what allows your body to reduce its intake. I can eat a whole box of pizza alone on a good day, but that's because there's no nutritional value to it. Quality foods fill you up much faster. What kind of exercise do you do? Do you consider yourself strong? I'm female, 5'7", current weight 158. My goal weight is 135. Thanks for posting. This is useful. Every so often I do squats, and occasionally, I mean once every 3 to 4 months, I get a workout bug and will go to the gym for like a week and run 5K daily. I wouldn't consider myself strong, but I do consider myself capable. As in, I'm extremely handy, and if I need to lift or move that 50-pound to 100-pound thing, I'm not going to shy away and look for someone to do it for me. However, it does look like I work out, and it embarrasses me to say I don't because most people think I'm trying to show them up. So sometimes I lie and say I do, but the truth is I don't. But I'm also young by some standard, so that may not last forever. Edit, basically, I'm not the best person to give advice for working out because I've never been an extremely active person. However, I've somehow been able to maintain myself at this weight forever now, so I give credit to my diet habits. It's cool to know that at least in a tiny sample, that the USDA recommended 2K calories fits you perfect. Honestly, I'm of the opinion that overweight people eat a lot and skinny people don't, period. You can't get around the laws of thermodynamics. But I'm not eating 2K calories a day. I did once in a 3-day period. This is only a sample and doesn't reflect my dinner choices every day. For instance, today for dinner, I ate a veggie wrap. I'd estimate it was no more than 300 calories. That would sit me at 1754 for today, which is not reflected in this post. This is really not a lot of food. It is calorie dense, yes, but only because I eat foods high in fat, such as avocado and olive oil. These can easily be reduced for a less calorie dense diet. Bottom line is that it's healthy, fulfilling, and for the most part, under 2K calories. Future obesity doctor here. The metabolism argument is shambles. Naturally skinny people mostly have better eating and activity habits built in from childhood and education. I myself could barely lose weight, but once I started intermittent fasting, I lost weight easily and never track. It's all about lifestyle and education. Agreed, hence quote, unquote, naturally. There is nothing I'm doing that indicates I'm eating an obscene amount of food and being able to maintain my physique despite that. Naturally thin just indicates habitually moderated intake. It's as simple as eating the right amount of food for my stature and eating the right types of food to make sure that I'm sufficiently full and can therefore stop at the right amount. I also make the emphasis on my water intake because a part of feeling full is being fully hydrated. Obviously, those with medical conditions or injuries may be an exception to everything I say, but for any healthy adult, I believe a diet like this could be extremely useful and fulfilling. This is great info. I think there are a lot of stories about naturally skinny people who can eat 4,000 calories a day and still stay thin, but I think that is more a myth. Those people either have lower caloric intakes than it appears or are a lot more active than it appears. Your caloric intake appears to be the maintenance level for someone your size. So the remarkable thing isn't that you are skinny, it's that you don't crave higher calorie foods. Why do you think you naturally crave the things that are more healthy for you? I didn't see a lot of donuts, candy, pizza, or beer on your meal diary. I do crave those things sometimes, but I don't let that get in the way of my routine. When I go out for dinner with friends, I eat pizza, bread, dessert, I drink beer and wine. I don't limit myself to these things at all. Honestly though, I will say that a big part of creating a schedule like this for myself is because if I didn't have some sort of routine with my diet, I would probably forget to eat. There could be some correlation with the way I direct my stress. Some people stress eat, while I will stress starve, so it's important for me to have something that is consistent and easy to follow, but also nutritious. That way I never fall into the trap of forgetfulness or avoidance to cook myself a proper meal. During the day, this stress is further elevated, so that's why I keep my meals exactly the same and very basic. By dinner, my brain is shut off from work, so I can be creative and make whatever I choose. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and tap the subscribe button below to join our awesome YouTube community, the Narwhals. I post a lot of videos about weight loss and weight-related topics to help give you insight and inspiration on your journey.
Do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! What are you waiting for? Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
This has been your host, Luke Narwhal. Thank you for watching, and until next time, have a good one, Narwhals.